Y'all getting this from my bathroom. Yep, I said it. Y'all getting it from my bathroom. Because I took a break. I'm studying. I'm going to be on this all night. You know what I'm saying? Doing homework and all of that. So I'm just running in between homework, in between, you know, me going to school and everything, taking care of stuff. Just came from work. And I'm going to get this video out to you guys. Hopefully you guys don't mind me being in the bathroom and getting this video to you guys, because I want to hurry up and talk about it and then edit it through the week, okay? Y'all know how I am. Try to give you guys a facial, you know, video, and then do my voiceovers for the rest, because y'all know I'm in school. I got the baby and everything, and it's a lot for me, you know? But I love you guys so much, and hopefully you guys appreciate the effort. And yup, I got a filter on, and it's going to have to be okay, because your girl looking a little rough. Hell, I'm even feeling like I'm looking rough with the filter. But I'm gonna get this video out to y'all. I love y'all so much. So let's get started with this video, okay? Okay, so now we're gonna talk about Gabby and I think his name is Devon breaking up.
Gabby posted this online. She said, "I've stopped bringing a lot of my issues to the internet since I have such a big platform. I hate feeling like a bully, but enough is enough. My aunt called me crying, telling me she relates to my story so much and that I should share what happened because I can really bring awareness to domestic violence. The other day, I was strangled in my car by my boyfriend, Devon, after being called a nasty bitch and all because I asked him what we were doing for Valentine's Day. He got out of the car and slammed my door. I was going to drive away, but I got out and pushed him as I was crying hysterically. He decided to grab me up, throw me into the car through the passenger side, got on top of me and strangled me until I couldn't breathe at all. He finally got off me, realizing what he did, and was begging me to talk to him. He refused to get out multiple times. Then he finally did. He sent me a text saying, "Sorry for calling you a bitch. I told no one because I loved him and I wanted to be with him, so I stayed. My neck was killing me and it hurt to swallow, but I kept chucking it up too. It was just a mistake." The next day, Thursday, I saw him that night. I was telling him about my day, and he kept telling me to be quiet because I was too loud. I felt something was off. So when he went to bed, I asked him if he was talking to someone else. He got upset at the question. I asked to see his phone. He refused, so I went and packed my stuff. He started trying to bum rush me out the house, so I pushed him away from me. He proceeded to body slam me on the bed and choked me. He then took my finger and bit me. I kept scratching his face and hitting him. One arm that was on the ground was in a locked position, and he kept pressing down on it, and I felt like it was going to break. I started throwing stuff around the room before I went back to my bag and tried to keep packing my stuff up. One of the bottles I threw went near his dog crate. He said, "You just tried to kill my dog." He ran over to me again, body slammed me on the floor, and choked me again while laughing. When we both got up, he admitted to cheating on me and was still laughing. I finally got my stuff, headed towards the stairs. He attempted to push me down the stairs. I was screaming, "Stop, stop." And he told me, "You lost that privilege," and kept trying to push me. Two of his roommates were home and awake, and none of them came out to see what was going on. I stumbled down the stairs and to the door, and he stood in front of me. I started pushing him again, and he again slammed me down and choked me harder than before. I thought I was going to die. He got off of me, and I left. My body was exposed because my clothes was hanging off of me since I was just in a fight, and I was walking down the street in 30-degree weather to my car in West Philly. He proceeded to then post his scratches up on his social media account with the caption, "Fireball will have a bitch acting like Krishan." Everything in our relationship was perfect until a few months after I met him. He always has a very, very, very dark aura. His eyes are very dead, and he is just a dark person. It started with getting very angry at little things, name calling, spazzing out during arguments, then escalated to threats disguised as jokes, gaslighting, manipulation, disloyalty, then turned into physical abuse. I was also jumped by his roommates a few months ago, breaking my nails, leaving scratches on my body and hair pulled out, etc. Nobody around him respected me because he never did either. Literally, I couldn't see the red flags because this was someone I considered my best friend. I could have died during the relationship. I've been so unhappy. My self-esteem was at an all-time low, and it was hard for me to make YouTube videos, therefore causing me to lose out on a lot of money. I spoke less to my family and friends. I flaked on plans. I lost weight and stopped editing as much. I've thought about taking my own life multiple times when we got into arguments because my body and my mind began to depend on him. If you live in Philly, please be careful, especially if you use apps like Tinder or Bumble, Hinge, because he is on all of them. His name is Devon. He also walks around West Philly with a unregistered loaded gun, which I've also included in the thread. He's alleged to wanting to shoot people, including myself. He has also pulled a gun on one of his roommates out of anger. I am so sorry to my family and friends for continuing to choose this man over you all and over myself. It didn't start like this. He seemed to love me. Obsessed may even be the word. He made promises to me. We planned a future together. Talked about kids. This man was my best friend. I wanted to marry him so bad. We had the best of times, and he was the only person I felt like I could be myself around. I've honestly never loved someone so much. He was so loving and seemed so caring and protective over me. I used to feel very safe and secure around him, but this isn't love. This is anger, jealousy, and pure hatred. No one who loves you would ever do this. Please be careful and watch for signs like name calling, gaslighting, and manipulation. It'll only get worse. She posted, please read if you are on any dating apps in Philadelphia area. Please stay away from this man. This relationship was abusive for a very long time, but this was definitely the worst day of my entire life, and I was moved to share. I have posted about our relationship around 10 months ago, so a few of these messages you've probably seen before, but now they've actually came true. They were threats that turned into reality because I do not want to see comments questioning why I stayed. I used to ask myself that when I would see women in situations like these, but now I understand love is definitely a drug, and when you love someone, you refuse to see them for who they really are. Now, I'm going to post her entire live at the end of this video, so y'all get to see her entire live and everything she had to say. But I'm just going to tell you guys my piece and put some clips, of her past videos and different things and talk about it. Now, this was the picture that he posted saying that, she was acting like Rashawn. Now, this was the unregistered gun that he has. Now, this is the infamous Valentine's Day message. He said, I did not mean calling you a bitch. I'm sorry. I'm supposed to plan Valentine's Day, not you. Please, can you please just tell me when you get home safely? I do love you. It hurts a lot to hear you try to tell me I don't. Are you home? And then he texted her. He said, huh? I'm saying now. You're calling me an asshole and saying I blow you. I'm saying you're going to hear it because you text me, and I've wanted to kill you for quite some time now. He says, man, not trying to be weird or say anything has ever changed a little bit, but I could totally go for a hug. She said, totally. What in the white? He said, totally. She says, you need to work on that. And me too. And I don't fuck with you for real, for real. He said, no, I actually stab you if I saw you. She said, no, you would not. He said, if I see you in traffic, I'm pointing a gun at you. And in this message, she said, and showed you them. He said, LOL's tour. She said, you don't pay attention or care about me. He said, yes, I actually hate you. I am only your boyfriend so I can fuck you up later on. And then she said, not shrouded, surprised. I think she meant not surprised. And he said, plotting takes time. And this is another picture that she posted. Now, too often are women being killed by their boyfriend. There's a lot of pregnant women that were killed by their boyfriend. A lot of content creators being killed by their boyfriend. Just ordinary women being killed by their boyfriend. I think that when we are hurt and we are in pain, we feel like we don't want to be here. We don't want to live. We want to take our own lives. However, when you get into it with a specific type of individual, they want to kill you. They're like, this person's causing me too much pain. I want to kill them. They should not be here. And as women, we really need to take heed to this Like, it's serious, because we thinking something is one thing when it's being shown that it's something else. You know, the person is going to try to take our life. They are going to try to kill us. And it's crazy, because you want to feel safe in a relationship. You don't want to feel like something's going to go wrong. You don't want to feel like your life is being threatened. But if somebody consistently says things like this, like, I'm planning on killing you, or you're going to die, that's nothing to make light of, because they actually will do it. And then what are you going to be? You know, you're not going to have your followers. You're not going to have your friends. You're not going to have your family. None of that. Your people are going to be stuck in this world thinking in their head, what could I have done? What didn't I see? What signs did I ignore? And that's not fair to do. So when you're in this type of situation, you kind of have to run. When you're with somebody and when you guys are in a disagreement, a dispute, or argument, or whatever, and you feel like you just don't want to be here, you want to take your own life, that's a situation where you need to leave that person alone. And I know it is easier said than done. I can say leave him all day, but we as women know it ain't easy to just leave him all day. We stay in situations, our better judgment like makes us want to nurture, wants to save, want to help the person that's hurting us. It's the craziest thing as women that we go through. I think men go through this stuff too. We don't want to leave the person hanging that's causing us pain. And we should get some help. We should escape. We should walk away, because you never know. This is your life being on the line. And I'm so glad that she made it out of this situation. I'm so glad that she's alive. But what if she would not have? We would have heard all of this. Everybody knows local black child. Everybody knows about her and everybody loves her. What if we would have heard that her boyfriend killed her or shot her or did something to her? We all would have been devastated on the internet, That's nothing to take lightly at all. But let me get back to the video.
Y'all know, if y'all know me, y'all know. I am a black girl. I love local black child, period, sis. She is absolutely amazing. I've been watching her for a very long time. I wanted to do a reaction to her video, the video where, she talks about her getting jumped by, her boyfriend, roommate's girlfriends. I really wanted to do a, breakdown of that. I'm going to do that further in the week. I'm just going to record it, hurry up so I could hurry up and break that down to you guys and my opinions and my feelings on that. But Devon and local black child, aka Gabby, broke up. Now, a lot of people been buzzing about this on social media, been talking about this on social media. She went live and she said some things. I'm gonna put that live in here, and hopefully they let me. And I'm gonna talk to you guys about my opinions on everything. Now, this situation is tragic. This situation is a mess, okay? A big mess. A big mess, okay? If y'all ask me, I really think Gabby rushed that entire situation with that boy, okay?
Like, it was nice to have some attention after a breakup, you know what I'm saying? Honestly, I can be real with you, I was a little desperate, yeah. But more so, like, excited for any little bit of attention I got, because it was like, I kind of missed that aspect of a relationship. You know what I'm trying to say?
First and foremost, I believe there was red flags, First, she talked to this man online. Ain't nothing wrong with dating online.
You on there looking for a little date, little whatever you want looking for. How Tinder works is you swipe left until you find your match. So once you see someone that look really good, really cute, hey, what's that? Swipe right. Keep it pushing. So basically, once you swipe right, you come up on their phone. And if they swipe right, it's a match.
But she was with her boyfriend for like 5 years. And they always say if you've been with somebody for like a long time, it take half that amount of time to heal before you jump into the next relationship. That's what they say.
I was like crying, and not because of my hair either. I was crying because I just feel like I'm lost. But nothing really made me feel like I want to be here this bad. Like, I don't. Like, I just been feeling like, what's the point? I just been feeling like this lately. Like, what's the point of me being here? I'm just so unhappy. Like, I really am. Like, I broke up with my boyfriend of 5 years, like a month and a half ago. And just because I broke up with him doesn't mean I don't miss him. So I was already sad about that, because he was a big piece of my life. Obviously, he was with me for a quarter of my entire life. I'm 20. We got together when I was 15. This transition has been very hard for me. It's been really hard for me to sleep. It's been really very hard for me to eat. It's been really hard for me to want to shower. It's been very hard for me to feel attractive. I've always struggled with insecurity. I've always struggled with self-confidence. But I do not feel pretty right now. I've just been very unhappy. Haven't been feeling like myself. Haven't been wanting to do YouTube. Skip class all week. Hard for me to do a lot of stuff lately.
I don't think Gabby was herself when she got with the white boy. I'm sorry. That's what I'm going to call him, the white boy. His name is Devon. It don't matter what color he is at all. But I'm just going to call him the white boy.
I'm doing a video to get ready for a date. But I'm about to head out. I'm late. I'm going to go. I'm not going to say how it goes, because it's none of your business. If it go bad, you will never see it again.
Because then there's Malik, that she was dating for like 5 years. She dated this person for 5 years. That is a long ass time, especially in this day and age, okay? Dated him for as long as she dated him, and then jumped in a relationship next with the white boy. And it wasn't that long when she was, for her to be with this guy. She didn't take enough time, in my opinion, to heal, okay? She needed more time to heal her heart.
Maybe it's the fact that this is a new person. This is the first person I talked to since Malik. I've been with Malik for almost 5 years. Maybe I'm just not used to talking to someone else. Maybe I feel like guilty. Like, I don't know. But, so I kind of blamed it on that, but it was something off, y'all. And I knew it, and we all knew it, but what I did out for the bathroom.
I think she was just hurt that she and Malik broke up, and she fell back into depression. Before anything, when she was younger, she even started the YouTube channel because she was going through depression, because things was hard, and it was like an outlet for her, and it was positivity. People loved her, all of that. But I think that because she, battles with depression, I battle with depression, goddamn it. Y'all already know. I think that she took the breakup really, bad, and it was hard for her. She does this video on her channel where she talks about this guy that she talked to, and things not going right. I'm gonna put the picture over here of the video that I'm talking about. Y'all can go watch it. But in that video, she talks about how this guy was just not right for her. I want to say I thought that it was the current boyfriend that she got now, but she said it wasn't. I believe she said when she went on the Tinder date that was the current boyfriend.
Gabby, is this the same boy from the vlog you did? Get ready with me for my Tinder date? No, not him. He cool, not him though. It's another boy.
I think that Gabby was really looking for love. I think so. I think because she and Malik broke up and they was together for so long.
Me and my boo thing Malik broke up. Y'all already know.
I'm on Tinder. He on Tinder because he wants someone to talk to too. Like, I get it. You on Tinder. We broke up. You want to find you a little whatever. But my friend found his Tinder profile, and I'm like, Malik, you thought you ate? You thought you ate like Malik? I'm like, what? Like, come on, like. He thought he ate, but I'm okay, but my profile looking real good.
You get scared, especially if you young. When you young and you do your entire youth with somebody, you afraid to go into being an adult by yourself because you don't know. I don't know how things is gonna be. I don't know how life is gonna be. I don't know how the situation is going to play out. I'm gonna be out here by myself. You kind of want somebody to do life with you. You want somebody to be your partner because you scared. You scared to do it all by yourself. I've been there. I know what it feels like, and I know she, went through. So I think that that's why she rushed the situation with Devon. I feel like she would have saw the red flags early on had she been paying attention. I think she was just so hurt, with the whole Malik situation. She's kind of lashed onto Devon and fell for him so quick without seeing all the red flags, In that video she did where she talks about the guy, this video, talks about the guy. She talks about all the red flags that she saw, and she said, well, I'm gonna put it past him.
Now, I think that's why she settled for Devon, because this guy basically lied to her, put her through the trenches. So she kind of wanted something positive, and I think Devon fell right into place. She was already going through enough. She got over, the little situation where her and Malik, she was not over it, but she was heartbroken over that. She was looking for love, looking for a little bit of attention. That guy came, ruined her life. So when Devon came, he just seemed like an angel, like a good choice, because she was already down because of that stuff that other dude put her through. Now, if y'all don't know what that guy put her through, I'm gonna put a little clip in here so y'all can see what that liar put her through. The guy that made her settle for Devon, because after she went through all of that, she just was like, okay, Devon, whatever. She couldn't see nothing wrong with Devon. She just thought he was so perfect after being lied to and taken through, the BS.
Boy was a liar. Boy whole life was a lie. Super liar. I've never met pathological liar. I've never met one before, and that was traumatic for me. So my feelings was hurt. I did cry about it, but I'm far over that. So we're gonna go through the lies. First of all, the boy's name was not Gakata. He lied. Turns out this boy's name was never that. It was super plain. It was what I thought it was. Then I goes to his Instagram, go to tag photos. Remember how little boy said he went to school in Kensington and went in his car and used to strike people with Norcaine and stop overdoses from happening, y'all. This boy never went to no public school in Philly. He went to a white little rich public school in some little place in I don't know the town, but it's some rich little township. He was never in Kensington. He never was living in his car, nothing. Then, with the phone number, turned out he lived with his mom and dad. Also, I contacted an ex-girlfriend, and she told me that he lived with his mom, dad, and little brother. Little boy don't got 10 siblings. Little boy got a little brother, and he's 3 years old. And I found the TikTok with his little brother. And on top of that, he told me his brother was a blood. How your brother a blood and your brother was 3? Only thing blood about him is if his tooth fall out. You was a liar. Then, he said he was emancipated, but he lived with his mom and dad. How that work? Little boy said he was Muslim. you eat bacon, and you celebrated your birthday for sure. Then you said never celebrated his birthday. Remember you said never celebrated, but you had breakfast for dinner. You told me your mom made breakfast for dinner. Then he said he has 2 cars. Lie. I don't got proof but lie. He really had a MacBook but had a Chromebook. How you lying? Then the boy said he's 6'1". Little boy was about, I'll give him a 5'11". I did ask him about it. He told about something. Oh, man, I rounded up to 6 foot, but then I rounded up 6 foot to 6'1". How you lose that? Nuh-uh, not possible. Then he said he was assaulted by his foster parents. How you assaulted by foster parents never had? Then he said he lived in the trenches, but you live in a rich white neighborhood. Then he said he was poor, but you got a North Face and $3,000 camera and some polo panties and some Versace spray. You got bread. Then he said he don't smoke and the boy was smoking ports. Then he said he was a famous photographer in New York. Lie. So the boy was straight delusional. That was a long one.
And all of that, I'm gonna put it past him, is what ended her in this situation right now. She don't need to be putting past nothing, past nobody.
I said, I'll put it past him. One thing I'm gonna do is put it past him because he's what? He's cute in the face. I was like, I'm gonna disregard that. Maybe that's the wrong person.
And I think that she just was looking for love in all the wrong places. You know what I'm saying? Her feelings is hurt. Her dad is a police officer and he couldn't do anything in this situation. If y'all don't know the situation I'm talking about, Devon done put his damn hands on local black child, Gabby. He out here was tweaking on Gabby. Goddamn, she started tweaking too. He done called her Krishan Rock. Everything. He didn't, you know what I'm saying, labeled her. Here's the crazy part. When you was with this girl this whole time, she was not the crazy mad black woman. All of a sudden, y'all break up. Now she Krishan Rock. You pick the girl that's labeled as the craziest black woman to label her after, you know? It makes you feel like he was thinking that about you the whole time, Gabby. The whole time. You can't get me to thinking he wasn't. Because when somebody says something about you or something to you, when y'all fighting, that's exactly how they feel. You know what I'm saying? If they say it, that's how they feel.
And something else was like a red flag. Like when y'all go back to that fight video that Gabby did, in that fight video when them girls had hit her and all of that and she was fighting and all of that, then the police got called, Devon threatened back then that he was going to, kill them girls. And Gabby was here for it. Gabby was like, yes, Dev, you can't do that, Dev, ha, 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 ha. It was all jokes. It was all games. And she was throwing it up in them girls' faces, when she was having issues with them. Now, mind you, they did start all that BS with her. But she was throwing it up in their face like, yeah, your boyfriend cheating on you. Your boyfriend don't care about you. Yeah, your boyfriend don't love you. Only for her to be in that position. You know what I'm saying? I feel like, I'm not saying that, she deserves any of this because I really don't think she deserves it, but when it was another female, you wasn't here for them. You wasn't, trying to be careful about what you say. In fact, you was throwing it up in her face like, yup, your man cheating on you, your man cheating on you. And one thing I always say, birds of the feathers flock together, okay? So if your man, Devon, was out here kicking it with him and he was a whole cheater and cheating on his girl, what make you think that Devon wasn't out here cheating on you? Only to find out Devon was actually out here cheating on you. Now, y'all was gonna be nice to each other. Hell, I don't know what the situation was. I watched the video, but it was back and forth. It was more on your perspective, and I definitely am a local black child subscriber, so I do watch her channel, but she was just telling it from her point of view. But if maybe you and that girl would have got cool, you probably would have found out that Devon was cheating the whole time, because it gives me liar, cheater, manipulator, all of that. That's what Devon's giving me. But when it was the girl and what she was experiencing, you were like, yep, get her, Dev, get her, Dev. Now look what Dev is doing to you, That was a red flag. Like, if he could threaten them girls that he was going to kill them, you was going to be next. And them was his roommates, even though they wasn't paying no rent, even though it wasn't like a good situation. I'm just saying, you should have just took heed then of that situation, but you wasn't too much caring about those girls and their pain in that time, in that situation.
I'm like, why are the cops here? He's like, oh, I said, Dev, you cannot be doing that. You cannot be doing that. I said, Dev. And he threatened I was like, oh, Devon is going crazy. Oh, y'all, I've never in my life heard Devon so mad. Like, he was screaming so loud and so aggressive that I didn't know it was him. I was like, wait, who is that downstairs? I did not think that was my man. I was like, wait, is that my man? And all of a sudden I heard her say, but she hit her first. And you call the cops on a man who let you stay here for free because he tried to kill you after you jumped his girlfriend. How does that make sense? And I was like, bro, the cops didn't do nothing. She ended up calling her boyfriend about the situation, who, again, is a cheater. And he was just in the hospital for a week, and he's already out cheating again. She called him, and this man had another bitch in the car. You just got hit bad. You called your boyfriend because you're so sad about it. And he's still cheating on you. What? When aren't you going to get this in your thick head? Your boyfriend does not like you. He be having sex with your best friend and like every girl in the city. Like, stop. Like, what if she found Tinder on his phone a few nights ago? And they're going to say, maybe I should have trusted Gabby. Like, this girl just messed up in the head. Like, it's just a weird situation.
But I'm gonna get back to the video.
It's like you don't want to give them clout. You don't want them to get all the praises and all of that because no, you don't want to. But you share your life with your subscribers. You share your experiences with your subscribers. And it's like, damn, you want to protect your audience against the bullshit because you love them so much. But sometimes you just kind of got to tell them how you feel. Tell them, you know, your perspective on everything. And that's like the hardest part, you know, because we still young. You know, I'm 28. We still young. Gabby younger. We still young. We still learning. We still kind of gathering everything up together, making mistakes. And y'all just watching us make our mistakes. And y'all just getting our firsthand experiences. You know what I'm saying? Imagine our parents had YouTube and could do all of this, you know? But yeah, Gabby is heartbroken about this whole situation. I feel bad for her, but I think that she needed to heal after that whole Malik situation. She just jumped into a love relationship. She should have took her time, you know? It's easier said than done, though, because I've been a victim of that. Jump into the next relationship when you done with the, you know what I'm saying? You should take time to heal. It's the right thing to do. We don't always do the right thing, but it's the right thing to do. So she's like, you know, was he cheating? Was he cheating? She said, my mama don't said it don't even matter. Mama said it don't matter if he was cheating. This man puts his hands on you. That's the biggest issue. The biggest problem is this nigga put his hands on you. And I'm with the mama, okay? Duh. He over here saying that you cheated. He's trying to take the attention off himself. This man know he was dead ass wrong. He know he was dead ass wrong. He know he did something to you. So he trying to make it about everything else other than what he did, sis. And it's just a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot. But thank the Lord you got out of that situation. Thank the Lord you made it out of that situation. Thank the Lord you still got your channel. You still got your moolah. You gonna get that therapy and you gonna be okay. I should have got therapy right after the whole Malik situation, because I think if you would have healed past the Malik situation, you would have saw this bullshit coming miles ahead and cut it off. But you're here now. You got your life. Most important thing, and you gonna make it through it, okay? So yep, I just wanted to, you know, do my little breakdown of my views on it.
So I decided I'm gonna stop saying my boyfriend because I'm tired of saying my boyfriend. It's too long of a word. His name is Dev. But I'm too tired of people like invading my privacy or even disrespecting me, going to his page, following him. Like, it's inevitable. I understand. Like, some people just like to be in people's business. But like, as soon as I said his name one time, y'all, I went to his followers. It went up like 50. Like, what are y'all following my boyfriend for?
Several days later.
My relationship too, it's like it's not a good place for them. And I hate that stage of relationships where y'all just can't like agree on shit. Like, you want to be with that person, you know you love them, but like you just going through a rough patch. And I hate that stage of relationships, like arguing about dumb shit. Tell them how you feel about something, and like they might get defensive. Like, it is like hard to communicate right now, and like I hate that. And like everyone will be going through that shit. It's like a phase in relationships, even with friends or family. Like, some people just go through that phase where it's like just constant arguments, but that shit sucks. Like, we're not speaking. I hate not speaking shit. Feeling sorry for myself. And it's the worst when you wake up with like literally no text. Like, it's 2 o'clock and you wake up with no text. Like, I guess.
Because this was a big topic. Everybody online, you know, that love Gabby was talking about it. Like, oh, what's going on with Gabby and this man? What's going on with Gabby and this man? Y'all, Gabby made it through it, okay? She's a survivor. She made it through. Okay, shout out to Gabby for making it through that situation. Baby, it didn't break you and made you stronger. Don't feel bad. Ain't no shame at all. Don't feel no shame. You made it out alive. And that's all that matters. That's all I'm gonna say about that. Y'all let me know what y'all think about Gabby and this whole situation. Y'all think I'm right? She should have healed with the whole Malik situation before jumping in the situation with the white boy, Devon. Or she, you know, she is where she's supposed to be and everything. And I don't know. I think she should have healed, y'all. Let me know what y'all think. I love you guys to pieces. Bye bye, guys.
And was walking to lead others to lose consciousness. Like, I tried to like do all my life to be flashed before my eyes, and I was just like thinking like, oh my god, like my parents gonna have to find me. Or I was thinking in my head like they're probably gonna try to hide my body, because all his roommates were home and nobody came out. They heard me getting choked, they heard me getting beat, they heard me about to fall down the stairs. No one came out their room. So in my head I was like, they're gonna hide my body, they're gonna hide my body, they're gonna hide my body, they're gonna hide my body. And I kept saying it in my head, like, no one's gonna find me, they're gonna hide my body. And then finally he got it off me, and I walked out and like my whole jacket was off. Like I don't have a shirt underneath my jacket. Like this is what I left with yesterday. My whole chest hurts too. I just realized that my whole chest hurts. And I didn't have a shirt on. Like my whole chest was out. Like my whole like body was exposed, and I was walking down the street looking like a fucking crackhead, bro. Like it was so bad. And I went all the way back home, which is an hour away, but I didn't feel comfortable, so I drove an hour back to my parents' house. And yeah, and I ended up going back an hour. I drove like 2 hours that night. I went to my parents' house, and they called him and was like, "Fuck is wrong with you? Fuck is wrong with you?" He was like, she hit me first, all this shit. And they were like, "Fuck you, you stay away from my daughter, da da da." And after the cops came yesterday, yeah. And I was like, it was just so weird because it just happened so fast. Like, we was doing good and everything, and like, it just happened so fast that we haven't really been into it for a long time. And then to say you cheated on me, I'm at my parents' house now. Like, just out of nowhere, I'm saying, "Oh yeah, and I cheated on you." Like, what are you talking about? At this point, I don't believe a word you say. You be lying all the time. He was a liar. So I said, okay, cool. He choked me the day before, and I have evidence because I have it in my text messages where he never denied that he choked me. He choked me because I asked him about Valentine's Day. Y'all, this man has never laid his hands on me. This man has never called me out my name. And I asked him about Valentine's Day, and he called me a nasty bitch. I shouldn't be fucking asking him about it since it's his job to plan. Mind you, this man we've been good for like the past like a long time. All of a sudden, he just snapped this week. I don't know what happened, but I asked him about Valentine's Day. He called me a nasty bitch. I got out the car and I punched him in his chest. And yeah, he choked me. He like threw me back in the car and like literally choked me. And I still went back the next day like a dumbass. Like, I don't know why. And he did the same thing the next day, and so I was like, all right, yeah, no. So yeah, I had to get a restraining order on him. I'm not going back. He's done. Like, he's literally done. Like, let me see. And like, my parents were like, you cannot contact him. And I was like, I don't know what happened. I was just like, I don't know why you would do this to me. I don't know why you would do this to me. I don't know why you would do this to me. Cause like, I'm sitting here, my whole body's like aching, all like my neck hurts, my chest hurt, my like everything hurts. And I was like, why would you do this to me? And I know I wasn't supposed to text him or I wasn't supposed to contact him, but for some reason I'm just like, why would you do this to me? And he said, I did everything in my power to get you off of me. That's why I did that to you. What? Like, what? Like, I'm literally leaving your crib because you're over here acting like I'm any bitch and I know you're cheating. Like, I just have a strong feeling like you don't love me, so I'm leaving. I literally push you off of me because you're trying to bum rush me, and then you throw me, body slam me, and start choking me and biting my fingers. Talking about some, oh, because you threw a bottle at my dog. No, I didn't. No one's worried about your fucking dog. No one's trying to hurt your dog. Like, he literally just kept, I've never heard, oh, self-defense. Self-defense is getting on top of somebody and choking them out until they can't breathe. Like, what? That's just, like, I've just never experienced that. Like, I remember I had hit my ex because he, I don't want to get into that. I, like, punched him in the chest. That's the most I do to these niggas. Like, I was just, like, punch him in the chest, boop, because you got me fucked up. And he just was like, I'm leaving because I don't want to hurt you, and I can't. And he left, and we talked it out another time because I'm like, oh shit, I should not hit him. All right, but like, this man didn't even like try to just restrain me. You know how like men will kind of just like grab your hands, like stop, and grab your hands. No, that's not where he works. So, but instead you just like choke me. Like, you dead, get on top of me and just choke me. I've just never experienced that. It's just crazy. Like, he looked like a fucking animal. You shouldn't see this on live because there's cops in here. Say what on live? That he choked me? And my mom said not to blame no drugs. She said that's who he is. Like, she said that me, because I was like, is he on drugs? And she's like, no, that's him. Stop saying he's on drugs. That's who he is. That is him. He's not on drugs. That is him. And try to flip it on me, talking about some, don't ever contact me again. I got a restraining order on you. And you tried to kill my dog. All I did was defend myself. Like, because just blaming it on drugs is like trying to basically kind of like taking the blame away from him. Like, he is that person. Because I remember one time, and this like so sad because like we was really doing so good for so long. Like, you already know we had our ups and downs, but like we haven't had a lot of downs in so long. Like, we really have not. Except when I was like, on live, and I was like, I'm sad because I keep seeing girls talk about their Christmas presents, but I didn't get a Christmas present. That's different. That's like, I'm just upset over a Christmas present. It wasn't nothing towards him. It was just like, damn, I'm tired of everybody, you know, talking about Christmas, and I didn't get a fucking Christmas present. Like, that's like the most that we've been through. But this time, like, this just topped everything. Like, yo, this is crazy. Like, I thought I was gonna die, y'all. Like, this is crazy. Like, this shit, like, it came out of nowhere. Like, he just, like, this whole week, it was just like, he was kind of like getting worse and worse and worse and worse. Then this happened. I'm just like, bro. Like, what? Everyone's getting blocked. Yeah, I like didn't get a Christmas present, and like yesterday when I came to his house, I was sitting on the bed